Congratulations. You're the first to survive the audition.
City Lights on Location continues with our special look at Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and we join Tina Turner, who is, shall I say, anti-entity?
Yes.
Anti-entity.
Yes.
In the film. Your director, George Miller, and your co-star, Mel Gibson, were a little astonished when I was pointing out some of the things about you that they felt they hadn't known. And I said, you know, Tina believes very much in reincarnation, and she is a devout Buddhist. And while Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome may not have allowed you to have been a Parisian dance hall girl or an Egyptian queen, it did make you a queen, and you do have an empire. And they were a little surprised. And I said, she knew she was going to play this role before you had it written. Fair?
Well, fair. Absolutely. I think I did tell George that. I don't think he believes me.
I think it's extraordinary, Tina, because you can talk about the enthusiasm with which you can go to readers or clairvoyants or be involved. And I loved your line. You said that you go to psychics because you want to see your life story as a movie, and they can tell it to you.
Absolutely, yes. You're looking at it right back, going, oh, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Just got to wait for it. You know, just don't give up on waiting, actually.
Now, where does Mad Max fit in? In terms of all, and I'm being quite serious, in terms of all you believed what happened to you, is it on course?
Yes, I think, entity. I look at myself from those three people. The girl on stage having fun, jolly. Sometimes I'm really quite silly, even younger than, you know, my age. But the woman in back of all of that, the foundation, is really entity. When it's time to really get something done, I can really go through the stages to get it done. That is how I could communicate with being that woman. What she had to go through when all was lost to get those men to build that town and respect her. She could not be anything else but very strong. So I could definitely relate to her life. Really looking forward to actually doing the video of that before Queen staged also.
That makes sense to me, coming from the woman who can say about herself at this point in her life and all you've been through.
Yeah.
That you're being a girl again, and that your major vice happens to be your shopping sprees. It's nice to know you're not using food stamps and renting your furniture from Abby anymore,
That's right.
but that you're going out and treating yourself as well as you deserve to be treated.
Right. That is definitely a luxury. However, at that stage, that was fun too, because then there was no hand over me. That was a type of freedom that was like, for the first time, not having to work, not having to record, not having to do anything except survive, and doing a good job at it. I mean, I was living nicely. To actually get in that position and learn what it would be like to deal with that was an experience. Do you know, I was not depressed by it.
Oh, I thought you said it was like even with the rented furniture. You said it was like playing house. You didn't mind at all.
I didn't mind at all.
You had dolls.
Yes, I was playing house. It was absolutely, this is it now. And then when I was ready, it was in my head, okay, now it's time to go back to work, and what do I want to do? And actually I started choreographing it before, well before. It's still all thought and just a matter of saying, and now I want, and now it's time for, and now I will do. But some people cannot relate to, it's just a matter of a decision. I know that's getting way out there, but that really is how it is. It's making a decision on what you want and when you want it, and knowing that you are in a position to be able to get it. Or if not, then to wait until you're in a position to get it.
Oh, it sounds to me like little Anne in her rural childhood fantasizing, riding horseback and being in a Western. I think
you know it well.
I think Mad Max is so close to what you fantasized as a girl,
yes,
that one can only respect and understand what you're saying now.
Yes, if you can see it. Actually, I didn't touch up on that side of it except for flying on the trains and driving the cars. I mean, that was the part of where I went, yes, great, fine, finally this is something that I can relate to other than being this woman in this penthouse here. It is the second time around. It's rewriting your life, doing it all over again, but this time as you want it and not as in the shadow of someone else. That's what the little girl and the silliness is about, in the shopping and all the crazy. Is still playing, finally, but playing the way you want to play.
You know, I can sit with you and remind the people looking at you right now that it's 10 years since you appeared on screen for Ken Russell
Yeah.
in Tommy. I was astonished when Steven Spielberg contacted you and offered you the film The Color Purple, Alice Walker's great novel, and you turned it down. Why'd you turn it down? You waited 10 years to go from Tommy for Ken Russell to Mad Max for George Miller. Spielberg calls you and offers you one of the great American novels of the decade, and you say, no thanks. I think I'll tour.
I didn't exactly say that. I said, hold on, I'd like to meet him and tell him no thanks in person, so at least I'll get a chance to say hello. It was too serious. It was so depressing. I kept trying to read the book, and every time I would get chapter after chapter, I was becoming more depressed and more depressed. It was something that I didn't want to do. It was too close to what my life was with Ike. It's like next door. It was just 10 years ago. That's what Purple was, Color Purple was. There's no way that it would have been almost like asking me to go back to Ike as his wife. I could not do that movie. It would have been unhappy. I would not have been proud of it. I would have been unhappy. I would not have been proud of it. And I would have been miserable during the whole shoot.
William Morrow Publishers believe in you so strongly and your story that you have been given $440,000.
Is that what they gave me?
Did your agent not tell you? Have they not told you?
I'm teasing.
Okay, I thought you were. I thought it was wonderful when someone in New York said, you know what Tina Turner is going to call her autobiography? I, Tina. As in, I, Claudius. Well, after anti-entity, you can call yourself I anything.
I anything.
I is one.
Do you know why?
You going to tell everything? Tell me why.
Because people think all kinds of things about me, and they have no other reasons to except for what they have seen, what I have given the public. People cannot know the backside. They can only see the front side and what you give. And that's fine, because that is what I gave them. Only, I would say, the wise, the people old enough will be able to have seen past that I never did drugs, that I am a lady, that you can be a lady and do what I do on stage. All of those areas is what is in the book. I simply said who I am. I was the wife of this person, but that is all. I did not follow in his footsteps, only the production of the songs. His lifestyle was not mine, and I did not weaken to that. I simply stayed his wife. And on a line, I never was a part of any of my past. I was never happy with my past. I just want the book to clear that. If anyone thinks that they're going to get anything any different, then I only want to clear my name. Now, part 2 is when they're going to get some of the stuff that can really help, some of the important stuff about my, how I have grown, where I'm going to, what I can foresee in terms of my power as a human being, not to use it in a disturbed way, but all of what we're talking about right now is what I want them to know now.
Tina, we have to take a commercial break and look at a scene from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
City Lights on Location will return with more right after this.